Today we'll be reviewing Supergrips from Pulsar and as well as Vaxee's newest mouse bungee, their Oryza. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, sorry if I say it wrong, but let's get right into it. Now I've seen a lot of people gas up the Supergrips from Pulsar, and so initially I'm super excited to actually try them out, see if they're any decent, how they feel compared to like other grips. And I'll be installing them on the only mouse I have no grips on, which is my Zowie mouse, because nobody wants to make grips for Zowie. For this mouse specifically, for some reason, the ZA13, besides like the hard grips from what are they called? Core pads. I don't want to use those. Those seem like ass, to be honest. I believe that is everything you get in the box. Yep. So we'll put this guy right here for now. And well, so far not too bad for the packaging wise. No, nothing too fancy as well. Alright. I will say, they seem like they have no texture on them. Like, compared to my other mice, you can at least see some sort of texture with them. Like, these are from the BTL grips. And here's some core pad grips. You can see the texture on it, and the Supergrips it doesn't seem like it has much texture, to be honest, but let's see how they feel. Jesus, okay, they are very, very grippy, I will say that for sure. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it sounds like when plastic is super hot and like sort of slightly wet, so when you rub your finger against it, it makes that weird noise. Interesting feel to them, I'm not gonna lie. Just doing like taps. Okay. I do like the texture of it, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let's see how they feel on the mouse. I got all the grips installed. Here's what I got rocking for my 2 clicks, because my fingers sit more towards the edges. Here's my thumb, and here's my pinky. They are extremely grippy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, wow, it's quite impressive how grippy these feel. I will say, like, just like taking off your finger from one of them is not a problem at all, which is nice. I thought that might be an issue. So far, my initial impressions on the grips are, they're pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. They are super grippy. I do hate that they attract dust, as you know, I have a little thing right there. But it is what it is to get this type of quality of grip tape, or maybe there's something that they can fix down the line. We'll see. Let's do a super scientific testing. I got some water right here. I'm gonna dip my fingers in the water, and I'm gonna see how my hand feels with the mouse while my fingers are quite wet. Okay. Not too shabby. They're still pretty grippy. It's more of like there's definitely a lot less resistance. I will say that much. Oh wow, it like absorbed the water. So I had a ton of water in my finger, and it all went right here. As you can tell, it's like it seems wet. It's not really wet. It's definitely still very much grippy. Same thing applies to the thumb one. And the pinky. Wow, that's incredible. I like that. That's pretty fucking awesome. Nice, good job, Pulsar. I mean, honestly, the grips are pretty goddamn cool. I'm not gonna lie. I wish they made more pre-cut versions. But so far I'm enjoying them. And to see how they stack versus, let's say, the core pack grips, they feel like they have more resistance. It's more of a smooth resistance as well. It's not like a jaggedy resistance. It's more smooth. I wonder if it's because I coat them with water. Oh yeah, the one on the right side, my right click didn't get really wet that much. This one has the more rough resistance towards it. And let's compare them to the BTL grips. I've always enjoyed BTL grips, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say they are very similar to the BTL grips when they are slightly wet. I haven't used these BTL grips very often, so they're still brand newish, because I don't use this mouse very often. So they have a similar feeling to them, but in terms of resistance, I definitely have to give the Pulsar a plus on that. Sorry, I don't know what that was about. I might have accidentally dragged something over from OBS. Now let's talk about the Vaxee XE Osua. I don't know how you say it correctly. This thing is quite interesting. I've used it for a little bit. It has a swivel like bearings inside of here, so it allows it to swivel a lot. This is like primarily designed so when you track to the left, the swivel would activate, and then it'll bring out the cord like this instead. This thing is high as hell, and it's super heavy as well. This is my original one that I was using, which is from Razer. As you can tell, the height difference is insane. It is also very much heavier than the Razer one. But I will say my experience with it has been absolutely phenomenal, and I think the reason for it is because of how high it is. Because of how short this one is, I don't think I was maybe using it incorrectly, but I definitely felt my wire on my mouse pad a lot. With my short limited time playing with this specific one, I didn't really feel that wire as much. Is it a true comparison to wireless? Absolutely not. I mean, the wire's still there, but I will say it felt a lot nicer. I don't know if that was like a placebo effect, but I did feel like a slight difference in my cord not being an interference on my mouse pad. Now this is some super scientific testing. I only have a small limited area here, but this is the pressure to move the Razer one. You feel the resistance, and this is the pressure. I'll use my same hand to move the Vaxee one. Ow, that actually hurt. I had to put a lot more pressure on it, so the base that it uses itself for the bottom part absolutely feels amazing in terms of like it sticking to your desk. It's absolutely insane. I finally got it to move over there to the Razer one. If you already have a mouse bungee, is it worth upgrading to this new one? I guess it really all depends on the height of it. If it is a lot smaller, then totally do it. I would say it's a worthy upgrade, but if it's a similar height compared to the Vaxee one, it's probably not worth it at all. But it is a great buy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually do enjoy this, and moving forward, I'll be using this exclusively for my Zowie mouse. That's all I want to say. You guys have a nice day.